Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Please support me and like my video. This story is about a girl, whose name is Anran, who was reborn for revenge. So let's start over video. In her previous life, girls say that, when she was a child and from acquaintance to friends, and fall in love. She say that I always thought marriage. When she married, she was so happy. But after marriage, guy beat her so badly and say that never did I expect the betrayal of my lover and the sneer of best friend. While the girl best friend also involved in that matter. They are the ones who helped me to walk out of the darkness. And pushed me into the abyss. Her friend and the guy kidnapping me, cutting my hand. Making me fight, so that I was expelled from the school. Framing me and ruining my reputation. Even the car accident that killed mum was planned by them. I have been manipulated by them all the time. Alas, when she was kidnapped, her friend said to her that don't stare at me like that, Lu Anran. It was Haocheng, who cut off your tongue, not me. Her friend name was Kliao. Then her friend put foot on her hand and laughed, and say that this is so funny. Then Haocheng said to the Yao Yao, that stop talking nonsense. Finish her now. Anran say that even my love Haocheng was their accomplice. Then Anran seeing towards the Haocheng and thinking that this is how Haocheng looks at me. Then Yao Yao joking and say that Anran, do you know how funny you look right now? Then Yao Yao said to Haocheng that I just want her to know why she has to die. After all, she is your half-sister. You have the same father. Anran thinking that this can't be true. Yao Yao say that I am not lying Haocheng, return to Lu's clan just to get revenge with my father. From today, there will be no Lu's clan, but Lin's clan. Then Yao Yao bring Haocheng hand on belly and say that our child will be the heir of Lin's. Anran clench her fist, after listening the conversation of Yao Yao. Anran thinking that Kai Wanai is only a secretary, he doesn't have the ability to plan all of these. After that, Yao Yao sit down near the Anran and say that don't hate us. We are just following orders. Blame your family for offending the wrong person. Now, I will send you to your mother and grandfather. By the way, your grandpa always thoughts it was you brewing the poisoned chicken soup I fed him. Anran was shocked after listen this, she think that what? Grandpa had been taking care of me. And because of me, he. Then Yao Yao bring out a lighter to burning her. Goodbye Anran. Anran was so disappointed and think that mum, grandpa sorry, because of me. Yao Yao said to the Haocheng that let's go. This place is too hot for our baby. Haocheng replied to her that okay. Let's go. Anran was angry and think that you date to leave now. Both of you shall die with me. Kliao likes scientific research, this was a gift I prepared for you. Then Anran bring some liquid on jar and say that now, let me show her the test result of the explosion. Then Anran throw the bottle jar towards Yao Yao and Haocheng. After that, the jar liquid making a blast and they all die in that life. Anran say that my story is full of heartless betrayal. And unforgettable pain, which swallow me entirely. If I had another chance, I will not allow anyone to harm me again. After that, she was reborn, and going back to her childhood. In Lu's house, Anran was lying on the bed and she saw a dream. In her dream she saw anyone as crying. Sounds like mother. Then she say mum. Her mother was sitting on the chair near her bed. Her mother, hold Anran hand and say don't be afraid, mum is here. Then Anran think that's so warm, is it real? Am I dreaming? At that moment, Yao Yao came there and said to Anran mother that Aunt Ji, it's my fault, I didn't take good care of Anran. She replied to Yao Yao that don't say so. It's getting late, you would better to go home and rest. Yao Yao was surprised and said to her mother that but I want to stay with Anran. When Anran listened the voice of Kliao, she was surprised and think that why is she in my dream? At that time, a man opened the door and said to Anran mother that Mr. Lin comes to me again today. He wants to work with sincerely. Why don't you have dinner with him? Sister-in-law, I am late. Is Anran alright? Anran mother replied to him that I am not going. I am your sister-in-law. How can you ask me to accompany your client? The man said to her that sister-in-law, I am doing this for you own good. Brother has been for 10 years. I just want to find someone to take care of you and Anran. She replied to him that no need. I will wait for your brother until he comes back. Even if it's bad news, I am willing to be his widow. Then the man seeing towards Anran and said to her mother that even so, you have to think about Anran. Yao said to the aunt that yes, Anran often cries and says that she wants a father. Anran thinking that no, that's not right. Everything feels so real. Perhaps I am not dreaming. But gone back in time. Mum is deeply in love with dad. I can't let her suffer again. Anran opened her eyes and said to Mum that I am willing to wait for dad with you. Mum said to Anran that you are awake. Then the man said to Anran that what are you talking about? Do you want to run your mother's life? Then Yao smiled and said to Anran, my dear, haven't you been saying you want a father? Anran say that is right, I want my biological father. As for Mr. Lin, he can't even hold a candle to Mum. Man was angrily said to Anran that you think I do this to make a match for your mother. I am doing this for Lu's clan. Don't be so ingrate. Anran replied to him that uncle, I am not a 3 years old kid. Whether you are doing this for the good of us, I know it clearly. If you insist on having the meal, please ask grandpa to come along. Man tried to convince Anran and say that I was trying to be polite. After that, her uncle going towards the outside. Anran was worried and said to her mother that he's going too far. Mother replied to her that how could you talk to your uncle like that? Then Yao came near to the Anran and say that come, Anran, don't get mad. If you don't want a new dad, Aunt G and I will understand. Then Anran said to Cleo, that you are only the daughter of my grandpa's secretary, you would better remember this. Don't call Mum Aunt G again. Call her Madam like Uncle Wiley. Yao can't believe that what she said to her. Yao was weeping and say that Anran, why did you say this? Anran replied to her that I worry about you. People may say you are cottoning up with my mum. Yao was upset and said to Aunt, now that Anran is awake, I am going back. Then Yao walk away. Mother asked to the Anran that is not Cleo your best friend. How could you do that to her? Anran replied to her that no, not anymore. Then Anran remember that how could I continue to be friends with the evil women that tries to kill me. After my rebirth, I will protect Lu's clan. Those who hurt me, they will pay with blood. After that, Mother asked to Anran that you have been sleeping all day. Are you hungry? I have made your favorite fish porridge. Anran replied to her that thank you Mum. I thought I would never be able to taste it. Then Anran thinking that Mum fish porridge was my favorite. After her death, I have tried all kinds of best food in the world, but had no chance to taste it again. Her mother say that it's all my fault. I know that you can't swim, but I forgot to drain the swimming pool, I am so sorry. Anran was surprised and said to Mum that how could I blame you? It's all my fault. Mother was also crazy to listen that and then she asked to Anran that Cleo. What's wrong with her? Anran think that wait, before figuring out who is behind Cleo. I would better not expose myself. Then Anran said to her mum that it's her fault for not teaching me how to swim. Mum, why don't you teach me swimming? I want to grow up healthy and safely, and stay with you forever. Mum said to her that all right, I will do whatever you want. Eat the porridge first. She take one bit of porridge, she started coughed. Her mother was upset and asked to her that Anran are you alright? Anran replied to her that I am fine. Mum, I just have an upset stomach. I will be fine, after some rest. Then she thinking that is not good. My mouth is full of the taste of blood. My tongue being cut in the previous life has taken away my sharp palate. At midnight, she awake and think that Mum should be asleep. She again try to eat porridge fish. She think that the porridge may be just an incident. My sensitive palate has no problem at all. She again taste porridge and start cough. She was upset and think that how could this be? All I can taste from meat is bloody. What's wrongs? I can see the bloody scene before their death. Then she seeing towards the vegetables and think so, what about vegetables? She taste the vegetables and she was happy and think that my tongue is sensitive to vegetables. Is even better. Is it a gift given, after die the previous life? Next day, when she was ready for going to school, she think that it's great to replace the gardener, with someone trustable. Then the driver opened the car door and say that good morning miss. Anran replied to him that good morning, Mr. Zhang. She was afraid, because to much bad experiences in her previous life. She think that get help from the gardener, like last time. I shall eliminate All hidden dangers in the cradle. I will see what Cleo and her accomplices can do this time. Suddenly a cat came in front of the Anran car. At that moment, a car with full speed came to the opposite side. Both driver of the cars try to save, but the cars hit. Anran head hit in front side, and she say ouch. Driver was upset and asked to the Anran that miss. Are you alright? She put hand on her head and say that I am fine. Then she thinking that what a surprise, I would encounter someone from the Long clan. Z country is Long clan, a existence that even my family can't match. The other car driver say that how did you drive? Can you afford it, if our young master is injured? Then Anran came outside of the car and said to their driver that don't worry, Mr. Zhang. Let me take care of it. Whatever happens, don't get off the car. Other car driver seeing towards the Anran and thinking that is not she just a student. It's despicable of them to send a little girl to deal with such things. Then Anran give the paper to driver and say that hello, I am Lu Anran from the Lu's clan. Take full responsibility for the accident. We will pay all of the repairing cost of your support, and here is my contact information. Driver said to her that wait a moment, I am going to ask my young master. Anran thinking that Long clan is so huge and successful, which our Lu's clan never compare with. It's not worth it to upset them for some repairing fees. And if I can make friends with them this time, we will have more powerful friends on our side, in the future if anything goes south. Young master was sitting in the car, he reading the paper that Anran gave the driver. Long Yuxing, 17 years old. Young master asked to the driver that Lu's Anran gave you this note. Driver replied to him that yes, young master, and she said she would pay for everything. Young master said to the driver that girl, let her go. We don't need that. Take it easy on her. I want to change a car anyway. Young master seeing towards the paper that Anran gave him and think that your number is the best compensation for breaking my car. After that, driver came near to the Anran and say that my young master said, it's fine. You don't have to pay for anything. You can leave now, miss. Anran said to him that I am so sorry to cause you so much trouble. Then she think that wow, the Long's family really is wealthy. After that, they both going towards their way. Young master thinking that she has been on my mind since that time. It's already been this long. Young master said to driver that let's hit the road too. Driver replied to him that yes, young master. Then young master thinking about Anran that does she remember me? It won't matter even if she does forget about me. I will let her marry me willingly anyway. On the other side, Anran reached her school, and sitting the classroom. She said to the class follow, who is named Linda, that can you with this question? Linda is 15 years old, straight a student. Lindu replied to her that sure. Linda was surprised and think that oh, this is new. Lu Anran, who is always asleep in class, wants to study today. At that moment, Cleo came there, and said to Anran that why didn't you pick me up today? I was late for school, because of you. Anran replied to her that sorry, I had a car accident on my way to school. So I don't have the time to pick you up. Cleo say, but you weren't late anyway, what was the harm to pick me up? Did you do this on purpose? Anran replied to her that I just said I had a car accident, shouldn't you be more concerned about whether I got hurt or not? Then Cleo asked to her that Anran, are you alright? Let me have a look. Are you hurt? Linda thinking about Anran, what the, can she be more fake? I can't even look at this. Then Linda asked to the Anran that Lu Anran, is it true that you have cleared all stages on the desert city? Other class follow were shocked to listen that, one guy say that are you kidding? It is a hard game. And you have cleared all stages already. The other guy say that please tell me, how you make it out of the secret dungeon of the Empire City. Anran was surprised to seeing the behavior of the guys and replied to them, for that one, you just have to collect all 4 keys. Then one guy say that impossible. Can I ask you, if I have some difficult ties in passing the game? The other guy say, and me. Anran replied to them that of course, but the high school entrance exams is on the way. Let's pass the exam first. Anran thinking that of course, I can clear all stages, that was the same. I spent all my junior high playing in my former life. The guys were shocked and say that Lu Anran should just focus on the games. Why pretending to be a good student? Gross. The other guys say that stupid, as she is, she wants to get along with all our classmates. After that, she going towards the school gate, driver asked to the Anran, Miss finishing school today. She replied to him that yep. In the way, she said to the driver that Uncle Jong, Mum should be off work around this time. Let's pick her up together. Jong replied to her that yes, miss. In this part, when Anran reached at the Lu clan, she saw her uncle try to convince her mother. Anran was surprised to see him there. Uncle said to her mum that Miss G, I heard that Luz wants to sign the contract with me, as soon as possible. You always turn me down. How about cut me some slack today? Miss G replied to him that I am sorry. You can have dinner with Lu Junan, if you want to talk about business. Then uncle say that quit being pretentious, G Roy. Dinner with me, yes or not? You can forget about contract. If you don't have dinner with me. Miss G was afraid and say that I. At that moment Anran came there and kicked on Uncle leg. Uncle fell down on the floor and angrily said to Anran that who are you to talk to the first mistress of the Lu clan this way? He was cry ouch because of pain. Anran asked to the mother that where are the security guards of Lu clan? Does not anyone see some harassment is happening in front of the Lu building? Uncle replied to her that no. Little Anran, this is a misunderstanding among. I am pursuing your mother. Let's go to dinner together, and then get a room. Anran was angry and say you are shameless, and again kick on leg. Anran hold her mother hand and say that mum, ignore him, let's go. Then they both sitting in the car. Anran asked to Miss G that when did this guy start to harass you? Miss G was afraid and replied to her that probably. Last Tuesday. Anran was again angry on uncle and say that mum. You are the first mistress of Lu clan. Are all the security guards blind? Letting the bastard treat you like that. Miss G telling her that your uncle is behind this, after all. There is nothing they could do. Then Anran thinking that ever since dad went missing, and mum and I have been living by ourselves. Without grandpa protection. They have no respect for my mum. Then she said to her mother, let's move back to Lu house and live with grandpa. Miss G asked to her that why I thought you don't like grandpa. Anran think that I did not like grandpa. Kliao talked me into it. Then she said to her mother that no, I like grandpa. I am just a little terrified of him. Always being serious. But, I know that grandpa is looking out for us. Mum, I miss grandpa. Miss G replied to her that okay, your grandpa's 60th birthday is the day after tomorrow. Let's go back to celebrate with him, and live there for a couple of days. 2 days later, Lin Feng Mi. Kliao mother. Anran and her mother going their home, to invite them for grandpa birthday party. Kliao was happy and asked to Anran that you must be so busy helping prepare the birthday feast at Lu house. Can I help you with anything? Anran replied to her that not at all. We got so many servants there. All I need to do is to keep grandpa accompanied and chat with him. Kliao was surprised and said to her that you are scared of grandpa Lu so much. It must be hard for you to chat with him. Shall I join you to help cheer you up? Anran replied to her that Kliao. Grandpa is the one I respect the most. Don't talk this nonsense here. After listen the Anran replied Kliao was worried and say that Anran, you misunderstood me. Anran say that it's about time. Let's mum to go. After that, they both stand up and Anran said to Kliao that my mum and I will leave now. See you next week. Kliao was upset and say wait. Anran. Kliao caught the Anran arm and say that I accompanied you on all parties and feasts. Aren't you gonna invite me to your grandpa birthday feast? Anran think that it seems like I cannot leave today, unless I cut her loose. Anran replied to her, but we only have one spare seat in the car. You won't abandon your mum and leave with us yourself, will you? Kliao think that there is only one seat. If only I don't take mum with me. Then Kliao said to her mother, Anran really needs me. Could you, Kliao mother think that don't you think you can leave me behind at this point? It's not that easy. Kliao mother said to Anran that it's okay. Kliao and I can take a taxi and follow you guys. Anran was surprised and replied to her haha. It's such a good idea. Let's do it. Anran thinking that Kliao is such a smart one. Yet she has such a stupid mother. This is gonna be fun. A few hours later, Cleo and her mother reached at the Lu's house in taxi. Cleo said to her mother that it's all your fault. What a stupid idea. I got my dress all wrinkled up thanks to you. Mother replied to her that why does it even matter? Just ask Lu Anran to give you her dress. Cleo replied to her that you are right. Lu Anran does not deserve that pretty dress. Everything she owns should belong to me. On the other side, Anran gave a surprise gift to Grandpa. Grandpa bring the gift and asked to her that how did you come up with the idea of this gift for me? Anran replied to him that you don't like this gift, Grandpa. Then I will have in back. Grandpa was happily replied to him that of course, I like it. This is the only photo of your grandma and your dad together, how can I not like it? Anran tried to caught the gift, her mother warned her that stop. You are gonna break it. Anran replied to Miss G that don't say that, I won't beak it. Anran was so excited and expected that Grandpa say something nice to her. Then she say that I worked so hard to prepare this gift for Grandpa. I just want Grandpa to praise me. On the other side, Grandpa thinking that isn't Anran afraid of me all the time? Why is she suddenly a different person? But she being nice is just as lovely as her father. After that, Grandpa put his hand on Anran's head and said to her that all right, Anran is a good girl. She was crazy and happy. Then she asked to Grandpa, what do you say, if Mum and I move back to live with you? I won't have to worry about her, if she is gonna to work with you. Grandpa replied to her that of course, I would love that. Move to live together with me from now on. Grandpa thinking that since Junhao is gone missing, the two must have suffered a lot. Now that Anran is not afraid of me anymore, I can finally take good care of them for Junhao. Anran was so happy and say yay. We will do what Grandpa said. After that, Grandpa said to Anran that if anyone is giving you a hard time, just let me know. I will make it right for you. On the other side, Anran think that he knows. Grandpa is always concerning about Mum and me. He is just worried that I may be unhappy around him. That's why he didn't make us come back to live in the Lu's house. Then she came near to the Grandpa and said to him that no. I am not afraid anymore, since you are here. There is not gonna be anyone bullying us anymore. Grandpa replied to her sweet Anran, no more. I promise. Grandpa think that Anran, my good granddaughter, I know everything even though you don't tell me that much. I will make everything right for you. When they going towards the downstairs, Cleo and her mother waiting them on the gate. Cleo mother loudly said to Cleo that come and wave to like me to make Lu Anran see us. Cleo hold her mother hand and replied to her that quit it. This is embarrassing. Grandpa was angrily asked that who is being so loud outside. Where are their manners? Anran replied to him that they are the wife and daughter of Secretary Chu. Seems like they want to attend your birthday feast. Grandpa said to her that there is no feast today. Tell them to come tomorrow. Anran replied to him that but Grandpa, Cleo and her mother came all the way here to offer birthday. Congratulations to you. They came to our place very early this morning, hoping we could bring them here together. But our car doesn't have enough seats. They actually took a taxi and follow us here. Grandpa was surprised and say that how rude. What kind of people can be so shameless? Grandpa order the servant that forget about it. Tell them no need to come here tomorrow. Servant replied to him that yes, master. At night, in Lu's house dining hall, Grandpa asked to Anran that I want you to work in the Lu, so clan, what do you say? Lu Angson, who was 17 years old, she was surprised and said to Grandpa that she is not even graduated from junior high. Why her? Grandpa replied to Lu Angson that Anran have a taste of this dish and tell them why. Anran was worried and think that all I can taste from meat is blood. Then Anran said to Grandpa that I took an oath to be a vegetarian for the rest of my life, to pray for Dad's safe return. Then Lu Angson said to Anran that have some of this then. I don't think you can be more capable than our chef. After that, Anran take one bite of vegetable and say that let me see. 2 spoons of garlic mince, 13 grams chicken powder, 1 spoon of oyster oil, and it could be better, if they added less salt. The temperature and time of the oil it's actually good, but it can be better, if cooked for another half minute. Lu Angson think that I didn't know her tongue is so sensitive. Then Grandpa said to her that Anran, I will teach you the basics of Lu's cuisine, when you finish the high school entrance exam. Miss G said to Grandpa that Dad, isn't it too soon? Anran is just a kid. Anran said to her mother that Mum, I can do this. I want to take care of Lou's clan and you guys. Grandpa was happy and appreciate her that very good. Nicely put. That is my granddaughter. Lou Angson think that Grandpa is clearly showing his preference. He gives all the best thing to the brat. Anran uncle was also surprised and think that I can't even compare to a dead person, who is gone for more than 10 years in dad eyes. On the day of the birthday feast. Grandpa say that thank you all for coming here today, please enjoy yourself. Grandpa hold Anran arm and said to her that Anran you have the floor. Then Anran say that hello everyone, I am Lou Anran. Thank you again for coming to my grandfather birthday feast. Lou Angson was upset and think that the brat is stealing all the thunder. I would better have a look around to see, if there is anyone worth talking to. Then Anran say that thank you all for making time for us from your busy schedule. On the other side, Lou Angson said to young master that why are you standing here young master longs. But someone like you would be the shiniest star, whenever you go. Lee Angson think that this is the young master of the most powerful and wealthy family. Lou's clan mean nothing to me, if I can get him to marry me. Young master said to Lou Angson that admiring the star is more fun, than being the star to me. On the other side, Anran announced that thanks to all your support, Lou's clan can be so successful today. Then Lou Angson said to young master that Anran is nothing without her good look. Young master long, don't be fooled by her beauty. Young master replied to her that I don't know about her. But you are definitely not a good person, talking filthy thing about your own family, in front of other people. Lou Angson was jealous and think that even young master long likes you, Lou Anran, let's see how lucky you can be. On the side everyone appreciate Anran, and pass different comments on her and say impressive, amazing. Then Grandpa announced that everyone, please be quiet. I have something important to announce. As everyone knows, our 100th branch located in Long Shopping Mall will be opening next March. I have decided to pass over the operation of Lou's 100th branch, to my granddaughter Lee Anran. Then Grandpa said to Anran that we can only win this time. Anran was surprised and replied to Grandpa that yes sir ! I understand. Lou Angson was angry and think that Lou Anran, you bitch. All you do is taking away things, belong to me and Anlia. Angson father came there, and put hand on Lou Angson's shoulder and said to her that calm down. If you can marry to young Master Long, and become Mrs. Long. You are going to own Long clan, let alone a branch store. Lou Angson replied to him that Dad, relax. I am on good terms with the young Master Long. Then she think he has not talked to any girls other than me today. As for the Lou Anran, I will let him see, who she really be. After birthday feasting, in Lou's house, Anran was lying on her bed and say wow, wonderful. The first positive report about me. I am so happy. Her mother replied to her that you have happy now, but what are you gonna do, if something goes wrong in the new store? Get up silly, don't lie in the bed reading the newspaper. Anran replied to her that it won't. Grandpa and my other uncle will support me, and the new store is doomed to be success. Miss G replied to her that all right, you are always right. You don't hang out with Cleo that frequently. Something is going you too. Anran was upset and say that oh. Mum, actually, last time, she was the one, who pushed me into the pool. Miss G was shocked and asked to her that what do you just say? On the other side, in Cleo room, Cleo was angry on Anran and say that why? Why her? At that moment, Cleo brother came to the Cleo room. Chup Wanai was Lu Janao secretary. He asked to her that what's going on. She was angrily replied to him that I hate Lu Anran. I hate her. Then Chu asked to her, she does whatever you tell her to do, what more do you want? She replied to him that she was afraid of me, stealing her thunder, so she asked her grandpa to block me out of their front door. All the admiration and praise should be mine. Chu hold her hand and said to her what? You must have done something wrong there. Come, let's go apologize. She replied to him that apologize for what? I know you want to take the Lu's family down a long time ago. Chu was surprised and say that Cleo what nonsense are you talking about? She replied to him that Dad, let me help you kidnap the Lu Anran. I would rather she die right now. On the other side, Next day in classroom, Anran said to Linda that I have finished all these workbooks. Recommend me some more. I have to get into the first high school in the city. Linda was surprised and replied to Anran that the first high. Let me just have a look at your work first. Then Linda said to her that I suggest you to have a home tutor. Anran replied to him that actually my mum has already asked my grandpa to find a really excellent home tutor for me. It's just she would said, she would only teach me, if I become the top 200 student in the city for next mock exam. When Cleo listened the conversation of Linda and Anran, she came near to the Anran and say that what a person. She can just say that she does not want to teach you, how can Anran get into top 200? Linda said to Chaliot, see, you haven't even seen Anran work, how can you tell if she is good enough? Linda said to Anran that don't worry, you can get into top 200, if you keep working hard. Anran was surprised and hold Linda arm and asked to him that you really think so? Linda replied to her that of course. You have my word. Then Cleo said to Anran, see, it would be the best, if you can get in. You can ask me any time, if you have any questions. Anran replied to her that thanks, but Linda sits next to me, so it is much easier, if I just ask help her. I won't bother you. Cleo smiled and say that you are right. Aha. Good luck. Then Cleo thinked, see him. The stupid Anran wants to be a top 200 student. In her dream. In this part, exam started. In the exam room, Anran thinking that please let there not be anything I am not prepared for. At 9 a.m. she think that it's okay. It's not as hard as I expected. At 11 a.m., Anran say that I answered every question. It should be fine. A boy who was sitting in her front chair was sleeping. She seeing towards him and think that he is still asleep. How could he? Then she poke a pencil in the boy back. A boy awake up and asked to her that What's going on? The boy name was Chin Shumo. He was 15 years old. Anran replied to the boy that nothing. I just want to remind you that, if you don't wake up, you will have to sleep overnight here. Boy saying to Anran that it's over. I am Chin Shumo from the number 1 affiliate middle school. Thanks for waking me up. Anran was stand up and said to him that you are welcome. I am Lu Anran from Yinghua Middle School. If nothing else, I will leave now. The boy remember that he seeing that girl on the newspaper and think that she is the legendary Lu Anran. After publishing the results of the mock exam, students are reallocated into different classes, and the top 32 students go to the key class. The new genius teacher is in charge of the key class. New classes start. In classroom, teacher say that alright, let's wrap things here. Everyone please write down the homework on the blackboard, and class dismissed. Then teacher tells them that there will be a school trip to the suburbs this Saturday, so that you can have a rest. Class monitor, would you please make sure everybody gets a copy of this form? After that, some student cleaned the classroom. Cleo was upset and dusting the table. A girl who cleaned the blackboard said to the Cleo that Lu Anran is terrible. What kind of class monitor escape her own duty? Cleo replied to her that well, there is nothing we can do. Anran is always like this, she never does the duty of cleaning the classroom. Linda listened the conversation of the Cleo and the other girl, then Linda said to Cleo that don't give people the wrong information. Anran was never on the duty list before. She has an appointment with a home tutor today, I can be her substitute. And you know she has a full schedule today, and yet you put her on the duty list. That's mean. Cleo replied to Linda and say that how could you say that about me? Are you jealous because Anran and I are closer friends than you are? Linda say that Cleo don't push it too far. You know exactly what I mean. Cleo was afraid and asked to Linda that's I saw something wrong. You are the one who's wagoning that I framed Anran. Linda turn and say that the water is here. I am leaving, if there's nothing else for me to do. Then Linda walk away towards the outside. Then Anran calling Linda that wait for me. Linda think that she should be home by now. I can't let Cleo speak evil about Anran behind her back anymore. I have to find a way to warn Anran. On the other side, Anran on the way thinking that I wonder if this tutor is as good as Miss Chin. When she reached home, her mother asked to Anran that why are you go home so late? Miss Chin has been here for a while. Anran was surprised and say Miss Chin. Then she thinking that she can't be the Miss Chin I know. When she seeing her tutor, she was shocked. Then Miss Chin said to her that hello, Anran. I am your home tutor. On the other side, when Cleo reached home, she was very angry. Her father asked to Cleo that what's wrong. Cleo replied to him that dad. When on earth are you going to kidnap Lu Anran? Her dad said to Cleo that this is not something you should be worried about. Don't mention it again. Cleo angrily replied to him, Dad. Just do it. I guarantee, you can be successful. Then, Dad asked to Cleo that what are you talking about? How could a child know what to do? Then Cleo came near to Dad and say that the thing is, we are having a school field trip this Saturday, and then. Dad thinking and say, listen, you should not get involved in such things. Cleo replied to him but only with my help, can you successfully kidnap Lu Anran? She thinking that Lu Jianao is raising Lu Anran as his heir. If you miss this opportunity, it's hard to find a second chance. She tried to convince her dad and say that just trust me. I will try my best to help you, if you help me to take one person out of the picture. Her name is Linda, just as annoying as Lu Anran. Dad agree and replied to her that all right, I get it. Cleo, you are better pay more attention to your study. Don't get distraction by these things. Then Cleo request to Dad that the Sunday school progress is too slow. Can I have a home tutor? Then her dad remember, when the Anran grandpa call him and say that I need the best home tutor, and money is not a problem. Then her dad told Cleo since you were a baby, whenever Lu Anran had something, you would ask one for your own. Is this also about her new tutor? She loudly replied to him that I am always better than her. Why can't I have what she has? Not only do I want what she has, I also want to be thousands of times better than her in every single way. Dad said to her that's great. The spirit my daughter should have. I will find you a better tutor first thing tomorrow. Great. I know you love me the most. On the other side, in Long Yuxing home, young master asked to his guard that sent, how is the thing I asked you to look into? Send gave him a letter and replied to him that yes. It's done. I am afraid Miss Chin indeed is the best teacher in the city. Then Send asked to young master, Miss Anran will go on a school trip this Saturday. Do you want to go along? Young master replied to him that maybe another time, now it's not the best time for me to show up in front of her. Next day, students was ready for going to trip, then the girl whose name was Ji Ling gestured towards the car, and said to Linda that look Linda, it's Anran car. Then driver opened the car door and said to Anran Miss we are here. Ji Ling was happily say that wow. It's like on the TV. Miss Anran, you are so pretty today. Cleo feeling jealous and thinking that play the miss, popularity in front of the school disgusting. Then Cleo hold the Anran hand and asked to her that why only you and Zhang. Where are your bodyguards? Anran replied to her that I made a pact with Linda and Ji Ling, that we will take the bus together, so it is not convenient to bring along the bodyguards. Cleo smile and say that the bus is so crowded, and not safe. Anran was angry and think that in my former life, I took Cleo word and went there in our private car, and nobody liked me anymore. After that, Anran said to driver Zhang that you can go back. I will call you, when we finish. Zhang replied to her that yes miss. Then Cleo hold Anran arm and say that let's sit together Anran, I want to talk with you. On the other side, Ji Ling hold the other arm of Anran. Ji Ling said to Cleo that no. I have made a reservation on Anran already. Cleo angrily said to Ji Ling that don't you always sit with Linda. Ji Ling replied to her that nope. Linda just had her car sick pills, so she is gone be asleep on the bus. It's super boring. After that, Anran said to Cleo that alright, we can talk, when we get there. Let Ji Ling have this one. Then Ji Ling caught Anran on her hand and say yay. That's it. Let's go. When they all sitting on the bus, Anran asked to Linda that you look a little pale, are you okay? Linda replied to her that I am okay. I just need sleep it off. Anran said to Linda that okay. I will cook you something fancy, when we get there. Ji Ling said to Anran, and me, I want fancy food too. Anran replied to her that okay. There will be your share. You foodie. On the other side, Chalea thinking fancy meal. Let's see if you can live long enough for. Then Cleo maseg her father. Dad, we are on the way. Keep on touch. In the way, They stop buses for some rest. Teacher told them that guys, have some rest here. The staff will bring us cooking materials and help us set up the stoves. After that, Ji Ling said to Linda that come, have some water. We can help Anran with the feast, when you feel better. Ji Ling feel the smell of barbecue and say that is that barbecue? Smells so good. If only Anran feast is half good as the barbecue. After that, teacher say that everyone, the stoves and fire are ready. We can start cooking now. Anran start making feast. When Ji Ling seeing that Anran cooking, she was surprised and say wow. Anran, it's impressive. You are a professor. Anran replied to her that you have not seen it all. Some students also standing there, and seeing the Anran cooking skills. They also appreciate Anran and say that fantastic. Wow. Anran, you rock. Anran was happily replied to them, okay, let's dig in. When Ji Ling taking the one bite of meal, she say that wow. Amazing. The other students asked to Anran that can we try some. Anran smiled and replied to them that of course. Then she going towards Linda, she was sitting silently. Anran said to Linda that are you okay? You don't eat anything. Linda replied to her that I am okay. Just a little uncomfortable. I will go to the restroom first. I will have some. When I come back. Anran was worried and asked to her that is Lanfa gonna be alright. After that, Linda going towards the restroom, in way suddenly she feels someone behind her. She turned and asked, who? Who's there? Unknown guy fainted the Linda and pass out her towards the room. Then the unknown guy fall down Linda on the floor and lock the door. After that, unknown guy message to Kliao that we got Linda, it's your turn now. Then Kliao asked to Anran have you seen kind? Anran relied to her that she didn't feel very well, and went to the restroom. Anran thinking that it's been half an hour. Why is not Linda back yet? Kliao said to Anran, I just went back from the restroom. I don't see her there. Linda would not just wander off like that. Maybe she is in danger. I am worried. Anran said to her that Linda had a stomach. I think that is why she went to the restroom. Then Kliao said to her that really. I just saw someone fainted Linda. The tree on my way back from the restroom, could it be Linda? Anran was upset and asked to her that really. Are you sure it's Linda? Kliao replied to her that I am not sure. I was too scared to look. Kliao was angry on Anran and thinking that I don't expect this. Lu Anran doesn't believe me. She say to Anran should we call more people to check together? The more people, the safer. Anran replied to her that no need. I can go myself. Just tell me where. Then Kliao gesture towards the tree and say that okay, just be careful. I think I saw her there. Anran replied to her that okay. Thank you Kliao. I will go to have a look. Kliao was happy and replied to her that no worries. Call me if you need help. I will be here waiting for you. Then Kliao thinking that it's a shame that you will never come back. He. On the other side, Anran called the Linda. But she can't receive any response. Then she say, Linda don't scare me like this. Where are you, Linda? At that moment, unknown guy standing behind Anran, guy also fainted Anran and pass out at the same room. Where Linda locked. Arana was fainted lying on the floor, and Linda was surprised to see her there. Linda asked to her that Anran. Are you okay Anran? Unknown guy said to their companion that alright guys, we got them both. Let's do our job. After some hour later, Anran wake up. Linda was worried about her and asked to Anran are you okay? Then the unknown guy tied her hands with rope. Anran was surprised and asked that what's happening? Are we being kidnapped? I am alright. Don't worry, Linda. Trust me, we can go home unharmed. Then one guy said to Anran, well, I am sorry about that, miss. I am afraid you won't be able to go home today. At least, not go home alive. Anran asked to the guy that how much they pay you. I will give you 10 times more. Let us go. Then Anran thinking that I can't show them. I am scared at such point. I have to confront them. The guy replied to her that Miss Lu is really generous. But we have our rules, so I am afraid, I can't accept your offer. Anran was upset and thinking that Kliao must hire these men to kidnap me. I can't get Linda involved in this. Then Anran said to the guy that you want to kill me, right? Since you have rules, let us follow the rules. Let the girl besides me go. Linda thinking that Anran You are still looking at me at such point. The guy replied to Anran that I am so touched by your friendship. But unfortunately, my mission is to burn you both to death. Anran was angrily think that burn. I have lived twice, how is it even possible for me to be burned to death twice? Seriously. Then the guy start throwing the oil on the floor around them. Anran said to Linda that I am sorry. I drag you into this. If we did not become friends, Cleo would not do this to you. Linda replied to her that I didn't expect Cleo to be so evil. She wants me dead because I offended her. It has nothing to do with you. She is just the daughter of your grandpa's secretary. She can't pull this off alone. There must be someone more powerful behind this. Anran said to Linda that you are really smart. The guys also listened the conversation of both. They clapped and one guy say that impressive. Being so logical in a dangerous situation. Then the guys throw the burning lighter on the oil and say that let's hope you can be friends in your next lives. Suddenly at that moment, one army soldier opened the door and attack on the unknown guys. When the army soldier seeing the burning light, he say aha, that was so close. Army guy call the send the young Mazer bodyguard and say that thanks for your intelligence. I owe you one day. Then Sen asked to army soldier that how are the hostages. Army guy replied to him that unharmed at all. But both of them are so unexpectedly calm. Sen replied to him that okay, I got it. Young master was happy and think that Anran, as long as you are safe. Senator said to young master that Miss Anran is fine. You can rest assured. All those who want to hurt her. Young master long say that I will let them pay. Then Sen said to him that young master, that man keeps an eye on Lu clan all the time. We can't intervene directly. Young master long replied to him that I know. Before we solve the trouble in Long clan, I will not confront him recklessly. Young master long said to Sen that remember, the military saved Anran. We have nothing to do with it. Sen was surprised and asked to him that why don't you tell Miss Anran? It was you who helped her all the time. Young master replied to him that like I said, I don't want to know me as young masterong. Sen say but. Young master put hand on Sen's shoulder and replied to him take it easy. I will meet her soon. What a new identity. On the other side, military soldier opened her rope and Anran said to him that thank you for saving us, may I know your name? The guy replied to her that doesn't matter. You are safe now. That's what matters. My colleagues will be here soon. You can go now. Then Linda said to him that I see thank you so much for saving us. After that, they both walk away towards the outside. Army soldier caught the guys who attack on the Linda and Anran.